Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. In this one, we're talking about the NBA for Wednesday, March 27th. We have 5 picks in this video for you guys to consider, so stay tuned for all 5. If you didn't watch last video, we went 5 for 5 with the picks. Absolutely massive day. A ton of those picks bump by the time you're watching the video, so if you want to get in on the lines, get in the private Discord here. I posted this well before the video comes out, and I already posted the picks in there for today. You could also see I went 7 for 7 in the Discord yesterday, so posted my 5 picks plus a bonus 2-pick slip here that also hit. Absolutely cashed some people out in the private Discord here. Ivan, one of the newest members of the private Discord, said he won $875 from those picks. Another member of the private Discord, It's Legend Matt Tailing here, hit a 5 for 5 as well with the picks. So if you want to get access to that, it's less than $1 per day for the private Discord. So we'll see you over there to get early access to these picks. Plus, I post more, and we have 5+ other cappers, which I haven't even mentioned, over in the private Discord, giving out picks as well that have been hitting. And you're going to get a ton of more picks for all sports over there. So let's get into this one. The first pick I'm going to go to here is going to be Rashard Holmes. Until we get news that he's not starting and playing starter minutes, close to 30 minutes, we're going to keep smashing this rebounds over of 7.5 for him. He's a big rebound per minute guy. We can obviously see that as of late. He's been crushing this one. Rashard Holmes here, we're going to take a look over on Outlier, which is a great tool I use every single day to come up with my slips for player props, and a ton of great data over here that we can see, and you could check out free trial with a link down below. So over 7.5 rebounds. You can see his last 4 games, he's gone for 9 or more. His last 3 games, he's gone for 14 or more boards. They even have Marvin Bagley back, but the minutes here, you could see on the season, he's only averaging 13.9. Last game, he played over 30. Game before that, close to 30, and then close to 30. Played 36 in this one against Brooklyn. I don't think it should be a blowout. Washington's actually won 3 in a row, I believe. That streak's still going. Yeah, so they won last game as well against the Bulls, and I think they can keep it close. He's been playing big minutes and absolutely crashing the glass. Brooklyn, 18th in the league, so a little under half of giving up rebounds per game. Really like Rashard Holmes here. Too low of a line for the minutes he's getting and the stats he's been putting up with these minutes. For the second pick, we're going to go to Isaiah Hartenstein, under on his points against Toronto. I do think this one's going to be a blowout. Hartenstein's minutes have been down as well, and he hasn't been hitting this scoring line. So I think in even less minutes that he's been playing in what should be a blowout game here, New York's massive favorites. Toronto's not projected to score that many points against them, and I think this could be a lower end scoring game here, because New York may play down to them a little bit. And as we see live, this one did get bumped down to 8.5 right as we were locking it in. This one already posted in the private Discord, though. As you can see down here, we already have this whole slip in here just showing you the top 2, but that one already posted. So unfortunately for the video, we're going to have to change this pick. I also like him under the points plus the rebounds here, so we're going to switch it up mid-video to this one. That was another one I was considering, but with the bump down, we're going to take this bump down as well here to 19.5 for the video. Unfortunately, it got bumped mid-video right before our eyes here, so we're going to go to that one. But over here, we can actually check this one out on Outlier, which I was looking at before here. The points plus the rebounds on the under, they have it at 17.5, so we're getting a pretty good savings here actually with 19.5 still. We're going to go to the under on that, under on 71% of the games this season, but without Mitchell Robinson we have to look at, because he's obviously got a big boost in minutes, who's actually a game time decision in this one, which I didn't realize. So if he does play, this one looks even better, but still without Mitchell Robinson, he's only hit this 61% of the time. And then we could see the minutes have decreased. Earlier when Mitchell Robinson was out, he was playing high minutes in the 30s. As of late, he's been playing, it looks like he has played under 28 minutes in like 15 straight games without Mitchell Robinson. So we also can give him 28 minutes or less here, and he's hit this under 82% of the time. So we're liking going the under for all those reasons on Hartenstein still. For the next pick, we're going to go to Anthony Edwards here, and we're going to take the over of his points plus the rebounds at 33.5. Liking Edwards in this one, we just have to hope this game's not a blowout. Minnesota, actually without Towns, hasn't had many blowouts, and looks like Cade Cunningham should play and possibly Jalen Duren as well. So that should help keep the game a little closer. And with Cat, they just haven't been blowing people out. Anthony Edwards has been smashing this one without Cat, so we're liking that one for all these reasons. Let's go take a look at some stats on Anthony Edwards as well over on Outlier. So if we look at this line here, the points plus the rebounds, they have it at 34.5. So we can actually get that alternate line here over 33.5, and he's hit this one 51% of the games this year. But we also have to look at, obviously, games without Karl-Anthony Towns because it's a big difference here. He's hit it 64% of the games, hasn't hit it in their last two, but expecting a bounce back here for Anthony Edwards in a great matchup. Just hope they can keep it close. All these games have basically been close without Towns. You could see the minutes for Edwards. 33.1 is the least he's played in 11 games without Edwards, averaging close to 38 minutes per game. All these games really have been close. This was the biggest blowout here in 11 games without Cat. They won by 19. He still played over 35 minutes. So I do think the minutes are fairly safe as well for Edwards. Liking him in this matchup. The next one we're going to go to is going to be Kelly Olynyk. And for Olynyk, we're going to go under on his points plus assist here at 19.5. So for Olynyk, taking the under here. Tough matchup, obviously, against the Knicks. And just one I don't think he's going to hit. He has been playing some decent minutes in close games, like a little under 30 here. And obviously on the season, he's only hit this 16% of the time. But we have to look at games with his new team, the Toronto Raptors, but also without Jakob Poeltl. So we got to look at games, I guess, with Poeltl out and then with Grady Dick in. He's hit this half the time, but why I really like this one is because the matchup, I just don't think the Raptors are going to score a lot of points. He's not going to get a lot of assists or points, and we do get a bit of a savings. His points line is at 12.5, his assists is at 6 flat, so the combination is a little higher. I don't like either going to the under, but you can see the minutes. He played under 30 in the last game in a close 8-point contest, so minutes actually trending downwards a little bit compared to the game before that and a couple of these other games. But just a really tough matchup, and I think if it's a massive blowout, he'll see even less than 29 minutes. So just really don't like this matchup. Not a line he's been hitting a ton. It's right at half the time without Poeltl for the Raptors. But I think you got to respect how tough this matchup is and go to the under here for Olynyk. For the next one, we're going to go to Nembhard over his points plus assist. I've been liking this one for Nembhard now that his minutes have been up. This game, I think they're going to be up again. You can see 12.5 over for Nembhard over here. It's a line he's only hit 47% of the season, but obviously Benedict Mathurin's out, so he's been starting. And we can come down, look at the minutes. So obviously from the beginning of the season where he's playing under 20 minutes a night, he's now playing big minutes. He played 33 in this game, but then minutes have been down 26, 24.5. I do think because this game was kind of out of hand, 17-point win, they didn't play his normal minutes. I do think he'll play at least 26 in this game, maybe even 27 or more like he did in 5 of his last 8 or 9 games here. He's played 27 or more, so I do think we could bump this up well over 20. Sorry, actually the graph was showing under 12.5, but for the entire season it's 53%. But if we give him the minutes, in the mid-20s, if you give him 26, he's hit this 69% of the season. If we bump him up to just 27, he's hit this 75% of the time. And I do think this is a good matchup against Chicago. It's supposed to be a high-scoring game, but somewhat close as well. And Chicago gives up a ton of assists, right in the middle of the league at 15 in points allowed. So I do think good matchup for Nembhard to see some increased minutes here and hit this line that he's been hitting a ton when he's played at least 27 minutes. So like a Nembhard here. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Go check out the last video how I got 5 for 5 on these picks. Also join up in the private Discord to get access to these. You've already seen some of these lines bump, but they've been posted in the private Discord. Plus I post more picks in there as well that hit. Absolutely cashed out one of the new members of the Discord, Ivan here. He won $875 from my picks yesterday. Ton of people over here in the private Discord hitting off these picks. So check it out. It's less than $1 per day to get access to more picks, plus 5 other cappers giving out picks in there who are hitting as well and posting picks on all sports. So we'll see you over in the private Discord. Subscribe to the channel and have a good one today.